A decade of history and a decade of ups and downs. We'd watched the deer grow over the years, until in 2016 he produced his best rack ever. Heavy beams and long tines, and after a season of hunting the deer, this was the only encounter. That spring, after finding one of his colossal sheds, we were surprised that in 2017 that he produced his smallest rack in years, and he was given a pass. As 2018 arrived, Flaxy's growth was back, though not as big as in 2016. He was still very nice, and were able to film the buck on several occasions with no luck taking him. A gorgeous old warrior of the woods we were excited to see. If he'd survived to 2019, as summer came, so did Flaxy, and again big heavy beams, still not as large as 2016, but one beautiful deer nonetheless. After a few uneventful days, today, Steve had a new visitor.
Come over here, you little shit. I'll give you something to yipe about.
Despite the yippee-ki-yoot, the deer began to filter out, including this unique young buck. And just as Steve was packing up, the big fella made an appearance, though much too late.
He is a smart deer. He came a little bit late tonight. We'll give her again tomorrow. See what happens. I'm back in here trying to get another chance at Mr. Sneaky. He pulled a quick one on me here a few nights ago. Well, here comes another deer.
His last encounter with Flaxy being much too late. Today was about to be very different. The first deer on the scene is the ancient old buck, and he's coming on a string. As the buck walks into range, he glances over at the blind almost to acknowledge Steve, then turns to walk straight away, offering no shot. Almost purposely. And spends the remainder of the evening out of range, feeding in the winter wheat.
Oh, I can't believe that happened. That there was the target deer.
Though hoping for an encounter with Flaxy, the buck that Steve was about to see was not him, but a much, much bigger deer that we call Lucky. Extra wide, heavy beams and triple brows, Lucky was a deer hunter's dream in the flesh, and only 20 yards away. Because of his age, we decided not to target Lucky in the summer, but now in person and bigger than expected, Steve had a decision.
Oh, wow, he is a nice deer. We know for a fact he's 5.5, and he jumped significantly from last year to this year. That was a really tough decision, but I think letting him go might pay off next year.
With the evening fading, we heard a soft grunt, looked up, and seen that in the dying days of the season, Steve still had a chance. Again, coming on a string, Flaxy was closing the distance, and fast. And at the exact moment we expected him to turn towards us for a shot, he turns on a dime, straight away, almost as if taunting Steve. It was almost as if we could hear the old boy chuckle as he walked away. Small bucks, young bucks, and even some legends years out of their prime, these are the times in a deer blind when things are learnt and an appreciation for these deer is born.